Hello everyone, welcome to Tennis Fan Video. Iga Swiatek kickstarted her Roland Garros campaign in perfect fashion earlier today, beating Emerson Jones in straight sets. It was a classic ruthless display from the former world number one, who will be desperate to recapture the title from Coco Gauff, having failed to win it for the first time in 3 years last year. The 6-1, 6-2 scoreline was indicative of a player who has recaptured her confidence, and at the perfect time no less. However, Iga Swiatek argued that being a four-time champion at the French Open does not really help when she returns to Paris. Iga Swiatek speaks for the first time after winning her round one match. She began by reviewing the match, speaking to the crowd as she stated, "I'm just really happy to play on this court. First matches are always also for getting used to the conditions and everything. I'm really happy with the way I played today tactically, and I felt the ball good. So it was a good first match for sure." Then, asked about all the special memories she has shared on Philippe Chatrier, Swiatek instead argued that this breeds more pressure. "Yeah, I mean, come on. Nothing comes easy. Honestly, I feel like with more titles, it's even a bit, harder because everyone expects you to be ready always and play perfectly. So, no, you need to, stay humble and not take anything for granted and, work your way from the beginning of the tournament to play good, especially after Rome when it was pretty cold and much more heavy. The court seems totally different here, so you need to adjust for sure." Laura Robson argued that Swiatek had been handed a boost before the tournament had even begun, and after today, it's clear she intends to take full advantage of it. Who is Sarah Bijlek, Iga Swiatek's next opponent at Roland Garros? Next up for Swiatek is Sarah Bijlek, the diminutive Czech star who earned a great first-round victory over former Grand Slam champion Sloane Stephens. However, her run of form in the lead-up to this event has been far from ideal, with the 20-year-old having won just one match of the last 5 events she has entered. Before that, though, Bijlek actually won a title in Abu Dhabi, beating stars like Sony Cardle, Clara Tauson, and Yelena Ostapenko en route. Despite standing at just 5'4", she packs a powerful punch and has remarkable movement around the court. Swiatek is expected to score another easy victory at Roland Garros, but Bijlek certainly won't go down without a fight. Iga Swiatek sits in the quiet corner of the Roland Garros press room, the same arena where she once spoke like a teenager overwhelmed by success. Now, years later, the tone is different, calmer, heavier, more reflective. The clay courts of Paris have given her glory multiple times, but as she explains this year, that very success has created an unexpected burden. "It sounds strange," she begins, fingers lightly tapping the microphone, "but winning here before doesn't make it easier. It makes it harder." The room leans in. Swiatek has become synonymous with Roland Garros dominance, her movement on clay almost poetic, her topspin forehand like a force of nature. Yet behind the highlights and trophies is something less visible: expectation. When she first won, there was freedom. No history to defend, no legacy to protect. Just instinct, youth, and surprise. But now, every return to Paris comes with memory attached. Every step onto court Philippe Chatrier carries echoes of past finals, past victories, and the silent question that follows champions everywhere. Can you do it again? Swiatek admits that the challenge is no longer just about opponents. "Before, I was playing the court. Now I feel like I'm playing the court, the crowd, and my own history," she says with a faint smile. The pressure is subtle but constant. Opponents study her differently now. They don't just prepare for her game. They prepare for the myth of her dominance. Every match becomes a chance for someone else to rewrite the story, and she knows it. "People expect perfection on clay from me," she continues. But tennis doesn't work like that. Even here, there is also the emotional weight of repetition. Winning once is a dream. Winning multiple times becomes identity. And identity, Swiatek explains, can be a double-edged sword. When success defines you, anything less feels like loss, even when it isn't. She pauses when asked if she feels she has something to prove this year. The answer is careful. "I don't think I need to prove I can win here," she says. "I've already done that. But I do need to prove I can stay present in each match without thinking about what happened before. That," she suggests, "is the real battle." On court, the margins are thinner than ever. Younger players arrive with nothing to lose. Veterans arrive with nothing to fear. And Swiatek arrives carrying everything she has already achieved. Yet beneath the pressure, there is still admiration for the place that shaped her greatness. Roland Garros is not a burden she rejects. It is a relationship she is learning to renegotiate. It's still my favorite tournament, she adds softly. That doesn't change. But now I understand it better. It's not just about winning it again. It's about accepting that every year is a different story. As she stands to leave, there is no dramatic declaration, no promise of dominance. Just the quiet awareness of a champion who has learned that sometimes the hardest part of success is not reaching the top, but returning to it when everyone already expects you to belong there. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.